मिलके तो यूं लगा जैसे हमेशा से अपने ही थे शायद मेरे लिए बनके गुमा तुम रह गए तू गैर ही तो है पर अपना ही क्यों लगता है
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world. And guess what? Under a number of demands, I've been asked to check out a new channel. Okay, now this channel is AAA Records. So far it's gathered about say 52 subscribers, and before I point out the particular song that I'm going to react to, I like to point out the actual channel that I'm going to react to. So I've gone into the description page and it says welcome to AAA Records where music unites. Okay, discover emerging talents from Pakistan, India and the UAE. AA Records is more than a label, where we are storytellers of a new generation spotlighting the diverse artists and sound. What to expect? It goes spotlights, exclusive interviews, behind the scenes with our artists, music videos, visually stunning creations, and a unique journey into their music. So are we talking about not only the music and the artists, but are we going to look into the culturistic values as well? Or is it just going to be about the artists on the stage presenting themselves? Because there is a number of platforms, as you know, people, I support all the Coke Studio platforms. I have checked out Nescafe Basement. I have checked out a number of platforms like that. Also, I've checked out Pepsi. Pepsi's got one. It's like everybody's just bringing it out. So what makes AA Records stand out? So I think it's going to be about the young generation. Well, I think where Coke Studio is sort of like most probably amalgamating the older generations with the younger generations and having that kind of respect for each other. I don't, from what I'm seeing from, or what I'm reading from AA Records, is more about the younger generations. Or no, not young, well, it says new generation. So am I putting it like, that new generation doesn't have to mean young generation. Do you know what I mean? It just means that people that are clued up into this new innovative way. So maybe it's me just getting that wrong. So new generation doesn't have to necessarily mean young generation. Okay, so look, let's go straight into going into what I'm going to react to. So it's got Tamasha. No, am I pronouncing that right? Let me go into the translator. Tamasha. There you go. So Tamasha with Mustafa Zahid Yashal. I'm rubbish with pronunciations. Apologies for that. And I should get my head in gear. But I'm like that when I react to music from around the world, and pronunciations is one of the key things that we should like dominate. But there's so many kind of phoenix and different things from around the world. What I pronounce of something here is completely different how they pronounce it over there. So that's what I've got to be mindful of. Yashal Shahid. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. We'll see.
Tamasha, Mustafa Zahid and Yashal Shahid. The artists
Yashal. Okay, Yashal. So this is season 1. Now, I'm not too sure if this is the first song of season 1. If it isn't, then I've got to backtrack to catch up. And I will certainly do that. If it's warranted and is fitting. I don't know. This is going to be my first ever reaction of this particular channel. Question is, will you be having, because you're saying that the countries that you're representing, does that mean that you're going to have the same artists that have been on the likes of Coke Studio or Nescafe Basement? Or is it a case of that you are diving into artists that not necessarily have the opportunity to be on the likes of Coke Studio and Nescafe Basement, but through your platform and highlighting them, they may have the option and the possibility to be on that one? Or are you the competitors of the likes of Coke Studio? I know, loads of questions, but it's new. So, okay, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
Artist Season 1.
So you call it The Artist Season 1. Okay. There's still a lot of things that I...
मिलके तो यूं लगा जैसे हमेशा से अपने ही थे शायद मेरे लिए
I hear what you're talking about new generations now. It's not about the age. It's the style of singing. It's like I said, it's the innovations. What you've taken on inspiration, what the new generation have taken on as inspiration. And I've seen it slowly creeping in on many different kind of platforms where you have a traditional way of singing. What the younger generations are doing that at the moment is putting in their kind of urban flex into it. So you're hearing certain, like, I'm seeing a lot of soul riffs. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of soul riffs. And then a switch, I'm hearing a lot of heavy metal riffs as well. You certainly are, like I said, it's not even a case of a formula to transcend. It's almost like the new generation who are like come from the Pakistani culture, but not necessarily lived in Pakistan. So, for instance, you've got a large Pakistani community in England, yeah. And so when they sing, as well as got the traditional, they bring the urban culture involved into it. You know what they bring up. You know, UK is very, very diverse. So what I've heard, I'm seeing traditional, but I'm also hearing the riffs of sort of like I don't want to say Western, you know, I want to say soulful in there, which is, it's not Western. Western is taken as an inspiration, but the soulfulness and where it comes from and where it derives from is much more deeper than that. And I don't think that the Pakistanis taken it from, the Western culture, but they've taken it from the soulful culture. And there's a big, massive difference. And that's why they've got a proper understanding of the riffs, because they have a point of reference to their own riffs and they can understand it. And I think that's how they warm to it so brilliantly. So that's what I'm thinking I'm getting. So what I'm back regarding the new generation. I spoke way too long. Apologies for that. I'm going to go back just a little bit to about say, here.
शायद मेरे लिए बन के गुमा तुम रह गए तू गैर ही तो है
Traditional.
पर अपना ही क्यों लगता है चलो मान लेते हैं मुझसे जुदा
I love the way how
तू रह सकता
she's fusing those.
है तुझे क्या खबर तुझे दिल में बसा रखा है मुझको तो तूने तमाशा बना रखा है मुझको तो तूने तमाशा बना रखा है
Very strong.
मुझको तो तूने तमाशा बना रखा है मुझको तो तूने तमाशा
I love how you change it. See, the foundation is your traditional, but the ingredients that you're bringing in is absolutely amazing.
ये ज़रूरी तो नहीं है कि हमें याद भी आए दोबारा पर ये मुमकिन है कि कोई और न बन पाए हमारा ये
Traditional, straight up the
प्यार
back.
ही तो है जो दर्द हंस के ही सहता है
Nice.
ख्याल ही तो है बिखरे हुए एहसास में बहता है तुझे क्या खबर तुझे अपना बना रखा है
Wicked.
मुझको तो तूने तमाशा बना रखा है मुझको तो तूने
Is it Mushiko Toto?
तमाशा बना रखा है मुझको तो तूने तमाशा
Nehe Tamasha?
रखा है मुझको तो तूने तमाशा
Nehe Tamasha.
खामोश बैठी
I love a texture.
गुनगुनाती हूँ तुझसे रिश्ता पुराना मेरे हमराज तू लौट के आजा दिल ढूंढता फिर बहाना अब यार मेरे कोई
That's what I was waiting for, the harmony.
है कि तुम्हें लौट के आना है
मेरे हमनवा बता क्या तूने छुपा रखा है
Chorus.
मुझको तो तूने तमाशा बना रखा है
Banayaka hai.
मुझको तो
Mushiko Toto.
तमाशा
Nehe Tamasha.
रखा है
Nehe Tamasha. Okay, we'll see.
मुझको तो तूने तमाशा बना रखा है
Banayaka hai.
मुझको तो तूने तमाशा बना रखा है
Banayaka hai. Okay, I'm gonna play it again and I've got the chorus done. Nice one. So that was AAA Records, or should I say AAA Records? I don't know. Let me know about that. So that was Tamasha, Mustafa Zahid and Yashal Shahid as well. Artist season 1. So is the presentation called The Artist? And so that's what I should have said. So that was The Artist. The channel is AAA Records or AAA Records. And the song is Tamasha. And there you go. And the artist is Mustafa Zahid and Yashal Saeed. Loved it all. I suppose as it's gradually going on, there's going to be more fusions of dialects. So I'm looking at, traditional native language mixed with Spanish or English or whatever have you, if it's going to be that new generation, because that's what the new generations are doing. They're incorporating some kind of fusion with the native language and another language, and a second language or their second language, as well as the instruments that's incorporated into it as well. So is that what the things that you're following, but you're supporting a new generation of artists? Because I don't recognize these two amazing artists anywhere else on any other platform, but it appears to me that they are just as famous or recognizable as the artists that are on the other platforms. Is that what it is? The new generation, what I'm seeing is you've got your traditional values as your foundation, and in that you're going to pour in certain ingredients that you've been, that you gather inspiration from other countries? Or are you going to be straight up traditional and showing you what the new generations are doing with the traditional songs and the traditional way of singing? But because in that, you're also hearing the new generations, even though you're hearing the traditional values in their vocals, you're also hearing I'm hearing certain riffs and everything else and certain textures outside of your traditional ways. Does that make sense? But that's only to be expected in this new era of generations. I know that was long-winded, but stay with me for a moment. There is a lot of things that I need to check out. I do like this platform, and I wish it's great success, because we do need more platforms, because there are still amazing amount. Look, there is way too many singers than there is platforms. Yeah, it's simple as. So there shouldn't be a kind of, I don't think it's a competition. It's just another avenue for another avenue for these abundance of these amazing artists to have a platform to show what they can actually do. So hats off to AAA Records, and I hope there's more channels like that, so we can supply the demand. It's as simple as that. And for that reason, I salute you. Boom.